Hi, I'm Paul Ambrosio. I'm from Encinitas, California, and I want to talk to you about a little project that took me 11 years to put together. I was a journalist out of college, and I left that field to get into real estate lending, but I always thought that I'd write a novel someday, write a book about some story that I just had this passion that I had to get it off my chest, and I never really had the subject. But when I married my wife, Christy, 4 years into our marriage, we had our daughter. And our daughter was full term. We had a pretty normal pregnancy, but when I got to the hospital, everything went wrong. My wife developed what's called HELP syndrome. So she had a C-section, but she couldn't clot. She was bleeding internally, and the doctor told me she needed another surgery, but that he doubted she would survive the surgery, and he said she had a 5% chance to live. So it was very, very difficult. My daughter came out blue. She was on the third floor in the NIC unit, and I was going back and forth and wondering what in the world was going on. It ended up my wife had kidney failure, liver failure, respiratory failure. She was in a coma, and it looked like to everyone who came to visit, they thought she was going to die. But I'd been spending a lot of time reading the Bible, a lot of time in church, a lot of time in prayer, and God just spoke to me. He gave me this unshakable faith that my wife was going to be okay. And that faith is what got us through this. We had people praying for her in about 40 different states, and I believe it was a miracle and that she was healed. But it was only through that faith that I got through this. Without it, I don't know what would have happened. So now I had the story for this book. So my daughter's 11 now, so obviously I didn't write the book very quickly, but God kept prompting me to write this story, and I finally did. It's published, and I'm real happy with it. And everyone who's read it has given me glowing reviews. And if you have trials in your life and you think there's no way you can get through these, if you want your prayer life to be richer, or if you're trying to grow your faith, I think this book will help you. It's called Prayers for Help, and it's by Paul Ambrosio. Thank you.